If you've got golfer's elbow and your elbow hurts here on the inside, here's the 3 exercises to fix it and the one underlying issue that you might not realize is causing it. Golfer's elbow or medial epicondylitis is the inflammation of the common flexor tendon as it attaches to the inside of the elbow. It can give you stiffness, tightness and soreness here, pain or weakness with gripping, and it can even cause numbness and pins and needles into your little finger and to your ring finger. It's caused by gripping things, so obviously golf clubs, but also hammers and screwdrivers, throwing actions, and repetitious motions, so plumbers and painters and carpenters tend to get it a lot. If it's pretty bad, you need to rest to start off with. Don't work through the pain and start to ice it to settle it down. Epicondylitis means inflammation, so don't put heat on it. Put an ice pack here, 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off, 10 minutes on, 2 or 3 times a day just to settle it down to start off with. Exercise 1. The first thing you want to do is get rid of any knots in the muscle belly of your wrist and finger flexors. 5 muscles attached to the common flexor tendon, so we need to release any knots in there so that the next 2 exercises will work better. The main knots or trigger points tend to be here on the inside of your forearm. If you clench your fist, you'll feel the muscle pop out on the inside of your forearm. Relax your muscles, then press in here with your thumb, angled down about the same direction as your forearm. If you find a tighter part of the muscle that gives you a deep burning pain when pressed, that's a trigger point. Sometimes that burning sensation will radiate to your ring finger and little finger. You may notice that the ring and little finger curl slightly as you press on the muscles that lead to them. Press on any knots you find for 30 seconds each. You may find 2 or 3 tender points. Don't press up near the joint where the inflammation is. Keep at least 5 centimeters from your elbow. Exercise 2. 4 of the muscles that attach to the medial epicondyle are the wrist and finger flexors, so let's get stuck into them next. The thing that works here is light and repetitious flexing and extending of the wrist and fingers to get all the muscle spindles working properly, to get blood flowing through the muscles, and to get the body to lay down collagen fibers down the line of stress. You can do this exercise with a small 2 kilogram dumbbell, but I actually prefer to create the resistance with my fingers. It allows for greater control and a fuller extension of the flexor digitorum superficialis muscle. An ironing board is perfect for support. With your elbow straight, simply apply pressure with the fingers of your other hand to slowly extend and then flex your wrist and fingers against resistance. Use the equivalent pressure of a 2 kilogram weight when you're pressing with your fingers to extend everything. But only use a very light pressure as you flex and come back up. We want the main resistance during the eccentric phase when we're extending our wrist and fingers. Repeat 10 times slowly, once or twice a day, but only in the pain-free range of motion. It's good to feel the stretch, but we don't want to feel pain. If you're short on time, you can actually do this during the day while simply standing. Exercise 3. The 5th muscle that attaches to the medial epicondyle is a forearm pronator. It rotates your forearm. So now we want to address that part. We do this with our elbow straight again and a weight in our hand. A 2 kilogram dumbbell with most of the weight on the upside, or a glass bottle or equivalent. Slowly allow the weight to externally rotate your forearm until you get a nice stretch. Hold it there for a couple of seconds, then return to the upright position again. The focus again is on the eccentric phase, the slow, controlled lengthening of the muscle under a bit of pressure. So as you come up, support the weight so that this direction coming up is the easy part. Repeat 10 times, slowly, once or twice a day, but again only in the pain-free range of motion. Now, recent research actually indicates that shoulder blade control is an important factor in elbow tendinitis. A lack of stability in your shoulder blade can force the forearm muscles to compensate. And we'll see this in people like baseball pitchers and gym junkies, where there's a lot of shoulder movement in the aggravating actions. The two most important muscles in this type of shoulder stability is the lower trapezius and the serratus anterior. Now, this is a little favorite subject of mine, so I've already got a video on that. So if that sounds like you, I'll put a link in the description below. But that's it for today. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe to support the channel. Cheers. Put an ice pack here in the aggravating motions. And the one underlying cause you might not realize is causing it. That's a lot of causes.